Ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit of an odd video. I do apologise if it's out of the norm. I'm casting a publicly released Quake Champions match just for funsies. I'm a bit in the beta, but I will not be offering any personal opinions or anything that would otherwise violate the NDA. So this is just me shoutcasting a publicly available dual video between Zero4 and SyncError with no commentary as to my experience with the game or any knowledge that is not already publicly available. So, without further ado, Quake Champions, the full duel between Zero4 and SyncError, coming your way. I'm going to be using the brand new, or newly announced, dual mode. The way it works is every player gets to choose 3 of the existing champions in the game. You can see them over at the top of the screen. Zero4 and SyncError both have 3 champions, each with different abilities, each with different stats, and they're going to be trying to kill each other's champions, basically. And once you get the kill, well, it's much like a stock in a fighting game. It's gone. Zero4, he's already got the first one. Excellent map knowledge, dropping down with the bolt gun to confirm the first kill. SyncError forced off of his first big ranger over onto Slash. Higher mobility granted with the crouch slide as well as higher speed, but he sacrificed that for, well, less HP. SyncError's already opening up in response. Zero4 has gotten the first kill, and he's looking for more. There's the super HP available. SyncError's low HP, well, he needs it, and he's gonna, risky rocket jump, 20 HP as he secures the super HP. Zero4 will decide, well, he's got super, I'll go ahead and fall back for now. And he'll pick up all the armor he needs to go ahead and make this fight interesting, hovering around 100 as he always does. There's a nice flick. Bolt gun shot rings through yet again. SyncError, he's having a bad day when bolts are concerned so far. Zero4 opening up with more damage onto the final pick for SyncError. This Sorlag, this reptile, and well, the reptile's gone before I can even describe him. Zero4, that was impressive bolt gun use. He didn't miss a shot. And that puts him up 1-0 in the first match of this best of 3 match in the best of 3 series. Don't worry, it's not as confusing as I'm making it sound. You can see over there on the left-hand side, 1 round is in favour of Zero4 of the 3 rounds in this first match, and then it's a best of 3 matches. SyncError will be, no doubt, upset with the way it's gone so far, but the needle gun damage from SyncError is already terrifying. He's going to be able to use the lowered self-damage to rocket jump away, but he's dropped down to 70 HP. Zero4's clutch is raining in the damage. That's the new pick. It will do more damage. It will move slower, but it has more HP, and it has a shield it can go ahead and throw out, so long as he's not firing. SyncError, though, making sure he can't build any actual shield with the armor, but it might not matter, because SyncError's HP is dwindling. He's able to pick up some of the HP orbs, though, with 22 HP. Secured the kill onto Zero4. That's the first time Zero4's lost a stock so far, and he will be now able to keep himself alive now on a Slash Ranger. SyncError's pick still. He'll have super to go and restore his HP to max. Zero4 now be using the higher movement speed of the Slash to zip around the map. A truly terrifying speeds. There's the bolt gun shot going through. Just going for that punch on SyncError likewise, but he won't be able to confirm the kill and can kind of reset. Zero4 will be going for the armor over here to build up that max armor. The teleport coming through from SyncError in response allows him to at least try and compare to this speed, really, that SyncError enjoys. SyncError up top here is actually doing a decent job just locking down that top control and able to secure him the super HP. Very nice item control, just using the rockets as spam. There's a classic Quake tactic for you, and Zero4, he's left kind of licking his wounds. He spotted his enemy, though. There are the rockets. There's a nice rocket jump. He's trying to go over the top and gain some positional advantage. SyncError teleports through, though, using that ability to dodge what could have been a trap and go ahead and secure a decent amount of armor to go ahead and, well, win the fight. No kills will come out of that fight, though. The reduced number of lives in this match mean that, well, compared to the classic Quake deathmatch, you need to be extraordinarily careful because any death could be fatal to your chances in the match as a whole. SyncError, he's taking decent damage. His HP has been equalized, now dropped very low. 1 more shot's all it takes, and there's the careful lineup. Zero4 taking his time and confirming the kill. This forces a Slash to come out in response. Slash v Slash, speed v speed. And SyncError opens up with the shotgun. Dominant control! 3 shots fly through, and it's the last stock for SyncError in this round 2 of map 1. Zero4 will be trying desperately to equalise, as SyncError still has an extra sock to his name. Zero4 needs to let's get 1 or 2 kills for free. He'd prefer 2, obviously. 1's all he needs. SyncError will be building up the armor advantage over on his /visor picked up for Zero4. That will give him vision around the map. He lands a great opening rocket shot, 2 of them in fact, and follows through with the bolt gun. Now final stock on both characters. Sorlag for SyncError. I'll be interested to see if he uses the passive free bunny hopping. Instead, he just flies away with that venom. This is kind of interesting because the second Zero4 goes through that venom, you'll see hit markers over on SyncError's screen. There you go, right there. So now he should have a theory as to where Zero4 is, but actually, it's bait. Maybe. I'd like to think it is. Certainly, Zero4 stands in it. And, well, SyncError responds as predictable. And Zero4 actually not doing too bad in this fight, closing the distance with the visor. Will be raining in the rockets from above. Huge damage coming through SyncError. No armor remaining, but he's going to be able to use those items excellently. Zero4, though, still lands the shot. Still lands all he needs, and that'll be Zero4 taking the first map. I'm going to go ahead and mark those over on the right-hand side of the screen. It'll be a kind of basic UI, but live with it. We're into map 2. Zero4 up 1-0. SyncError trying to stabilize, and well, he's already got close range machine gun damage, but the needle gun from Zero4 is terrifying. He lands all these shots. No HP remaining on SyncError, 75 HP after he picks up 2 orbs. That must have meant he was in the low 20s, if not lower. Zero4 will be able to use this HP advantage to go and roam around the map and begin securing item control. He's doing an excellent job of it so far, and he's actually running my favourite character, Galena. Go ahead and drop a totem over on Galena, which provides a decent amount of self-heal, and of course can be a trap for anyone who steps in its path. There's the totem available, but instead Zero4 is just looking for the standard shots. This range, who can blame him? Pot shots, bolt gun shots all around. No damage really secured onto either player though. And it'll be reset kind of to neutral. There's a teleport going through. SyncError doesn't take the risk, though. Zero4 traces it all the way, ready to land a rocket if the risk was taken. Instead, he just secures the kill with old-fashioned rockets, and well, that was excellent control of the opposing side. SyncError's going to be over onto Nyx. It was a wall jump and, well, speed, maneuverability, and stealth. Be flying through the arena, picking up a needle gun now for the increased burst damage at close range, trying to land the shots, and he's doing an excellent job of it so far, but Zero4 answers back, 2 Quake rockets, and trying to touch up the final bit of damage, but the needle gun, a range from SyncError. Why is this winning versus a bolt gun? 5 HP remain on Zero4. He'll be able to boost that back up to 50 with the items around. That should be 100. SyncError, in the meantime, will be able to get his own advantage in terms of armor, but his character's just got lower HP. There's the stealth coming through. SyncError with the lightning gun at close range. Massive damage comes through. There's the kill confirmed. Zero4 will be down to stock, swapping over to Scalebearer. One of my favourite characters as well, just solely for the fact that he has the ability to Mario stomp people whom he lands on. Which, well, makes me giggle. SyncError's Nyx will be just focusing on securing armor. Very important on the lower HP character of Nyx. Zero4 can basically just take twice as many hits at her at any point, unless, of course, the armor control is excellent. Zero4's winning this fight so far, but the bolt gun shot comes through. No HP on either player. 18 HP on SyncError, maybe 20 on Zero4. SyncError is chasing. I'm not sure I agree with this at all, but he lands a full 100 damage. That should be no HP on his opponent. 25 to be precise. 75 now that the items have been picked up, and Zero4 will be able to stabilize again. SyncError is still on 18 HP. My god. But, of course, the kill won't come through. He'll instead fall back, pick up the super HP, and drop himself back over to an overheal. 100 HP for a brief moment. He's basically comparable to his opponent in terms of HP, and he lands an excellent bolt gun shot to go in and confirm the kill, dropping Zero4 down to his last stock. Well, it's looking good in the first round of map 2 for SyncError, as he seems to have figured something out. However, he's taking huge damage in this engagement. He won't be winning it at all. SyncError will be able to confirm the kill and the round.
Prepare to fight.
Putting him up 1-0.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Now, he's switched things around. There's a Galena on both sides now. Scalebearer on Zero4. We're quite pleased with that, no doubt. SyncError, by contrast, well, he's sticking with what works, or, well, what hasn't been working for him. Zero4 will be flying around using that Nyx. Or, sorry, SyncError on Nyx. Galena over on SyncError. The stealth being used to escape at low HP. Zero4 will be trying to find a way to get back in, and he turns around the corner. Hello! SyncError wasn't quite expecting that, and he gets dropped incredibly low instantly. No HP remaining. He'll swap over to Ranger after the first death comes through. Zero4 careful of the teleport, but Of course, that risk won't be taken, so Zero4 will have full item control for the moment, and he's going to be quite happy with that. SyncError's got decent armor, though, actually, all things considered, but he's taking huge damage. There's 2 rockets and a bolt gun. Cannot be much HP now. Over on SyncError, and Zero4 is sure of it with the preemptive rockets flying through. SyncError builds his self-HP up back up to 90, and he lands 1, 2, 3 shots. However, SyncError's got a response. He's got a totem for full healing, and he's got 1 bolt gun shot going wide. The response from SyncError, it hits true. And this means he's bought himself more time. 25 HP is all that's remaining over on Zero4. We'll be able to build that back up, and you cannot be too pleased with yourself just yet if you're SyncError, because you're still behind the stock, and you're still behind a map. Zero4 will have a totem, as well as full items. SyncError has a comparable arsenal, but he's just waiting for armor. Both players quite content to trap for the while. But SyncError has overheal and over armor, so Zero4's got to land. Incredible shots. He's landed the first one. Nice bolt gun opening. There's the teleport deep into the backlines to go ahead and steal super HP. SyncError chasing very aggro here. Using that super HP to tank quite a bit of damage, but it won't matter in the long run. Unless he can land shots like that. The mid-air bolt gun shot reigns true, and that'll be now tied up 2-2 in terms of champions remaining. Stock remaining, to use the Smash term. SyncError, though, he's already taking huge damage. 2 bolt gun shots land right off the bat. Zero4, he's answering right back as soon as he swaps over to Ranger. He's quite pleased with himself. And the lightning gun, it's just melting his opposition. 8 HP remaining on SyncError. That's 1 lightning shot away from death. He'll be able to claim super, though. SyncError trying to close the kill, but Zero4 will survive yet again on double-digit HP, 20 to be precise. Raising himself back up to 50 and following through. That was excellent play from SyncError. Sent out the teleport grenade, and that kind of forced Zero4 to dodge away from it, and that meant it was very easy to predict his movement with the bolt gun and confirm the kill. Zero4 now over on Scale Bearer. SyncError with Galena and Ranger still to go. Zero4 on the floor. Can't be too happy. He'll use the charge to escape. Oh man, that does trippy things to the screen. SyncError back on the bolt gun at range. Landing shots, sure, but SyncError's not winning this fight. He's dropped down to only 90 HP, and there's 150 constantly available over on his opponent, and it'll be the armor to be claimed. SyncError gets it, but it's diminishing quickly, and he's not landing his rockets. That's going to hurt him, particularly as the machine gun tears through him. Huge damage coming through from Zero4, and SyncError down to his last stock. Galena v Scale Bearer. And what could be the final point of the match. Zero4, all he needs is 1 more kill to confirm the match, and he's looking for it. He can't find the opening with that rocket. SyncError will be holding his own for a moment longer. Zero4 opens though with a nice bolt gun shot, looking for a second. Won't be able to confirm it just yet, and 70 HP means that only 1 shot will be required, but it doesn't land. SyncError lands his, and that'll be all, I guess, as we do seem to have declared a tied series. I'll be quite pleased with himself. Go figure. I won't question it. I'm going to be honest, the switching perspectives, I didn't watch this match prior to casting it, so the switching perspectives confused me quite a bit. As the camera was just kind of switching between the monitors of both players. That was a bit difficult to keep up with. However, presumably when the game's released and they're, I don't know, pushing esports, they'll have a better spectate mode. So we will assume that'll help. But it was kind of interesting to cast. I definitely enjoyed the mechanical complexity of those 2 players there. Nothing like a good Quake player to remind me of how terrible a Quake player I am. And it really did look, well, quite impressive. My name is TJ. If you enjoyed watching this, you can of course subscribe to the channel, where I occasionally release videos when I have something to say. Or, more importantly, you can follow me on Twitter at esportstj, where I tweet out all the various casts I do. Casting's a hobby for me, but if you did enjoy it, or you have constructive criticism, feel free to go and let me know once again on Twitter at esportstj. Thank you guys very much for watching, and well, I hope I'll see you again at some point in the future.